If there's a place you gotta go, I'm the one you need to know. I'm the map. I'm the map, I'm the map. If there's a place you gotta get, I can get you there, I bet. I'm the map. I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map.
Mate.
Just keeps getting better.
Doesn't.
Welcome back to Map, the Mad About Pop Culture podcast, where we talk all things movies, TV shows, music, comic books. If it's got pop culture in it, you name it, we'll talk about it. I'm your host, Sagar Singh, and joining me today is SquishyJoshy, aka Joshua.
What's up, everyone?
How you doing, Josh?
Look, I've seen better days.
That's a positive. That's a good thing to hear. I've heard. That sounds very positive.
Not too bad. Like, just got all this work going on, and we're in the middle of a lockdown, as we mentioned last podcast, and it's just getting worse, isn't it?
It's just terrible, man. Like, you think like I think it was it this week or last week? The numbers were like below 100, and then all of a sudden it's above 100 again. It's just like,
oh yeah,
how?
Yeah, like no one is listening to these laws that are there for our safety, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, just come on, guys, stay home. Like, like
you do it for 2 weeks,
yeah,
and then that's it.
Yeah, there's like literally restrictions are coming out, ending next Friday, but most likely it'll probably get extended.
Look, they're already thinking of extending it till like September.
Yeah,
which is like, no, I don't want that to happen.
No, me neither.
So seriously, guys.
Yeah, like, get your shit together.
Yeah, that's right.
So you know what I find very funny is in regards to this is that so Melbourne had an outbreak, right? So they had 26 today. So we had 124.
Yeah.
They had 26, right? This is what I don't understand. There was a guy that was infectious that went to a sporting game that had, I think, around 50 to 60,000 people in that stadium. He was infectious at that time.
Yeah.
Mind you, this is 50 to 60,000 people, right? Okay. I don't know if have you ever been to like a sporting game at all?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Big crowd, right?
Yeah.
So doesn't matter. You won't get to those 60,000 people a lot, but your section that you're sitting has at least a few thousand people.
Yeah.
And when you're walking in and out of the thing, obviously you're gonna bump into a few people as well. So that was one. Another one was another guy was at another sporting event that had about, I think, 20 to 30,000 as well. And so out of those two places, let's just say there was 90,000 out of the two places. Let's say 90,000 people. Only 14 of them got the virus.
Yeah.
That does not make sense. Like, we had one guy that went to a cafe in Bondi, and then all of a sudden there's like 1,000 plus people.
All of Bondi.
Yeah, all of Bondi got COVID. But this guy goes to a sporting event with 60,000 people and only 14
Yeah,
get it?
That's why, like, you just can't trust the news all the time, I feel like.
No, I don't trust Melbourne.
Okay, well, like, yeah. But even still,
Yeah,
like, these places, they just keep making up figures and numbers and pulling maths out of left and right.
I mean, we had the guy from TikTok just...
Yeah, that guy.
That guy. I feel sorry for him, man. They went after him. Like, that was so bad.
The story is he's basically just getting the information off the website, right? Or the app.
It was the app. Yeah, he was just using the app.
And then he's literally saying the facts.
Yeah.
And then they're going after him because he said it. He said it before it went on TV.
Yeah. All right, sort it out.
Wow, Gladys has some sort of a,
and then they did like a sting where they told a bunch of people random numbers.
Yeah.
And so then when he released his video, she came out and said that day when he lost his streak Like he said 109, and
Yeah.
then they said it's only 98.
Yeah.
Right? But on the COVID Safe app, I checked, it was 109.
Yeah, so they basically they baited him.
It debated him, but the
Yeah.
app said 109.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just said 109. He's not getting the information from anywhere else. He's just getting it from them.
No, but apparently the story is that they put those fake figures on there so that he would make the video, and then they changed it back.
Nah, it was still 109 when we.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was still 109.
Is it? Well,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It didn't change back to 98. It was still 109,
Okay.
which was
I
weird.
don't know. Yeah.
So that was funny, man. Nah, man. Anyways, moving on to a couple of news items today. So early reviews of James Gunn's Guardians of the Galaxy Wish version from Wish.com got its reactions, like movie reactions. That's Suicide Squad 2 for
If
those
you didn't
that
get it.
didn't get it. So far so good. Like hearing a lot of positives out of it. Very.
It's not out yet though, right? So these are like
These are just reviewers.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
you know how there's people that go and see the movie early
Yeah,
reviews of
they
the
get-
movie
yeah.
just to get a
Early
vibe,
screening or
early
whatever, yeah.
screening,
Yeah.
just to get a vibe and see what they like and see what they don't like. So far so good. But then again, you can't trust these kind of things. Like Batman vs Superman got upstanding ovation, like in the sense, like yeah, that movie got like a standing ovation, and when it came out, it was like one of the worst things ever.
if it was up, like if that was me, my standing ovation would be me standing up and going out the door. Like,
Yeah. Thank you guys. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But who knows? So far, what I see, it looks pretty cool. I like it. I like the look of it. Again, I think this is going to be one of the best DC movies
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
And from the trailers and just everything, it looks really cool.
Is it a standalone film?
It's sort of like a reboot kind of thing.
I really
Well,
can't.
sort of.
I just really can't get over how they're going to have a consistent like.
Well, it sort of is consistent. Like it still continues from the last Suicide Squad kind of thing, but they're kind of trying to make it like as if that didn't happen. But they also have the continuity of like, because in the trailers you hear that one of the Suicide Squad members put Superman into a coma, and it's like the Henry Cavill Superman, so it's still in that universe.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like a continuation, but hard to tell.
Yeah, and all the actors like are leaving as well, so it's like, how are they gonna like connect them together? I don't know.
I don't think they focus too much on like this on Superman and Batman in these things. I think they're just going on like Suicide Squad kind of thing, because already John Cena is getting his own spin-off, like the character that he plays, Peacemaker.
Heard about that. Yeah.
So he's already getting his spin-off and stuff. So
yeah.
like they're already going in a different direction from where they are. So which is a good thing, it's a positive. But yeah, so far so good what I'm hearing. So which is good, which I like.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully it's a standout, not it doesn't like, shit
Disappoint.
the bed.
Yeah.
Next things are pretty interesting as well. So this takes us back a while back for our from our childhood. Yu-Gi-Oh.
Oh,
So, mate, haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah. When was the last time we played? Maybe 2017.
18.
Around there.
Around
there. Yeah. So
After that, I haven't.
a few years back. Yeah, we haven't touched it since then.
So we don't know what's happening. But but there's like a so they apparently bringing out a game, fully fledged digital version,
which I think is actually pretty good
Yeah.
because if anything's going to get me back into Yu-Gi-Oh, it's going to be a digital version,
Oh yeah, 100%.
and hopefully we don't have to pay for it.
I mean, like
Oh well, like pay for the game, but like not pay for like booster packs and stuff like that.
yeah, like have you played? You've played Duel Links, right? It's a
Duel Links, yeah.
Duel Links, yeah. So it's apparently isn't it meant to be like an extended version of that?
I thought it's
This new
supposed to be like just an official version of like YGO Pro.
That'd be mad if it is actually.
I think it is, and if it is, I'm getting
I'm
it.
100% in. Yeah.
I'm all in for that.
Like it'll be mad if you could just build whatever deck you want and just play.
Exactly.
I'll be so.
That
cool.
is all I want.
Yeah.
That is
yeah.
all I want, and then I'll get back into Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, same here, man. Like YGO Pro was the best. Like I love YGO Pro.
It was. I think it's back. I think it's called YGO Pro 2,
Yeah.
but I don't know if anyone's using it.
I haven't. To be honest, I haven't seen anything, man.
No, okay.
To be honest, I bought that Yu-Gi-Oh game on the Switch. Mind you, you can't get a refund if you digitally download it, so it was
right.
the worst
Yeah.
decision I've ever made.
Oh, mate.
It was terrible. But yeah, if this thing is like anything like YGO Pro, 100% in.
Yeah.
Like even if they charge us, like
For
like,
the
if it-
initial game?
yeah, that'd be amazing. Like if you could play on your computer or on your console, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'd love
like
that.
cross-play
Yeah.
with like PC and Switch. Oh, mate.
Mate, I'm in.
Sold.
I'm in. Sold.
Sold.
100% sold. Yeah. Done deal.
Done.
You know what else is a done deal? Loki season 2. So
Oh, yeah?
they've confirmed January 2022 is the starting of season 2, like filming season 2.
Oh, filming. Okay, so any news on when it actually drops or?
Most likely end of 2022 or 23. Most likely.
Yeah. Okay.
Most likely, give or take, it'll be 23. Most likely in 2023.
Potentially, it might line up just before the Ant-Man movie,
That's in April.
2023.
Is that in April? That's in April, I think.
I think so. 2023.
Yeah. Or it could go off that. Like it could happen.
Like right at
after
the.
that.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, season 2 already confirmed. Returning characters: Morbius, Loki, Sylvie, Renslayer, Hunter B-15, and Kang is in it as well. So Kang, well, Jonathan Major, well, a version of Kang, of Kang will be there.
Variant. Yeah.
Variant.
Yep.
Yeah. Like he who remains.
Yeah.
Yeah. A variant of that person. Or a variant of Kang, whoever it is. But like, kind of keen on, like, I hope they don't, I hope they don't go off like the movies. Like whatever happens in the movies, I hope they don't like kind of, play off that. I hope they keep doing what they're doing, like going on their own kind of thing. Like, like if you have a look at it, like Loki, like it didn't even set up anything. Like they didn't even set up for Doctor Strange 2 or something. It just gave us that. The multiverse is screwed. So, hence what you see in Spider-Man and Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah, but there's still some story for Loki moving forward.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like hopefully, like Doctor Strange, like in Doctor Strange 2, if he closes up all the multiverses and just brings order back. I don't want Loki season 2 to start off with like, Doctor Strange like closed all the multiverse. I want the multiverse to still be open and he's going around trying to figure out how to find Sylvie and try to close. That'll be amazing. Like running away from Kang and all that stuff. Like that'll be amazing. But what I don't want them to do is tie it back to the movies.
Yeah,
because it's its own kind of thing. Like, hopefully,
there'll be like some connection, but just you want it to be more focused on.
Well, like maybe a slight reference here and there. Like saying like, You know, giving us like a version, you know, maybe cameos or sort of like show us some events that happen during Spider-Man No Way Home or Doctor Strange. Like, you know how they have that little screen and it comes up with the place.
Yeah.
Like what if it says like Queens, New York.
Yeah.
You know, like stuff like that, something like that. That'll be cool. Like just that kind of reference, that'll be great. But like if they intertwine it with the movies a lot, then it's just gonna. I don't think it'll flow as well as it flowed during season 1. Yeah. So what are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, no, that sounds good. It's good that it's kind of because we know that Kang is supposed to come back for Ant-Man and the Wasp. Ant-Man Quantumania.
Isn't that it is Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. Yep. Okay. So we know Kang's going to be there, and yeah, if they time this season 2 around that sort of time, then it would make sense. So, yeah.
Speaking of something good happening, Netflix gaming.
Yeah.
This was a weird thing that I was that I just saw. So apparently Netflix is offering gaming now. This is where I'm really interested in. It comes with the plan, so you don't have to pay anything extra.
Right.
So they're offering gaming as well as streaming, like TV and movie streaming, which is amazing. So they just announced this on Tuesday, so 2 days ago, not too far. It'll be with your existing subscription plan at no extra cost.
Yeah.
No mention of what game is available or what's going to be available at launch, but it's just saying they're not going to charge you any extra for it. So
yeah. I thought that was cool. I heard about it the other day, and it kind of made me think, okay, well, what are they planning with this? Like, why do they want to get gaming onto a like streaming platform like for movies and stuff like that, and like TV series?
Well, they were kind of in a loss due to the fact that Disney, due to Disney like literally stealing all their customers and stuff. But
true.
Not even that. Like if you think about it, there's like Disney's got so many different things coming out. Not just Marvel. We've got Pixar and all that stuff as well. On top of that, you've got HBO Max. We don't get that, but we've got like Binge and stuff, so that covers it. And so pretty much Netflix, there's nothing new coming out in Netflix, if you know what I mean. Like there's nothing eye-catching that's coming out in Netflix.
Especially Australian Netflix.
Well, I got a VPN now, so
okay.
so it's so much better. I'm telling you, it's so much better, man.
Is it NordVPN?
No, it's something else.
Does NordVPN want to sponsor us?
Please. I'll change over to Nord.
You heard it, guys.
Tell them. But yeah, no. So I don't know why they're jumping in this. Maybe it's their growth has slowed down.
I wonder if that means they'll do something like Netflix original games. You have people making games just for Netflix, or things like you know how they had some of those series where you could actually like pick and choose answers, and it would take you to a different scene.
Yeah.
Maybe more of those, and then like maybe a FPS style.
I think that's what they're gonna
story.
go for.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, like that would be kind of cool. Yeah.
I think they might go for like a JRPG or like a FPS or one of those interactive ones where you're watching and interacting at the same time.
Yeah.
Like that'd be pretty cool. You know, it'd be amazing. Imagine if they like dive into like a VR kind of thing, like have a Black Mirror.
Oh yeah, that could be
Black
cool
Mirror
as well.
game.
Yeah.
So you're playing Black Mirror within Black Mirror. I mean, man. That'd be something cool.
Yeah.
I'm going on an adventure!
Yes, that's right. We're going on an adventure today, and that adventure today is music then versus now. A little bit different. So we thought we might give you guys a break from all these superhero movies and all that stuff, and let's dive into some music, man. Josh is a very big music person. Like he makes his own music. You know, he's more into the music game than I am, pretty much. So this is going to be an interesting topic to hear his perspective compared to my perspective, and just a little bit like going on our backgrounds as well. Like we used to DJ as well. Like we used to be
Oh, yeah.
DJs
Yeah.
back in the day, kind of thing.
Mate.
Yeah, like we're talking.
We got some stories to
We
tell
got
there.
mate, tell me. So let's start with that, man. Like let's start like. So obviously you started with DJing through a company. Is that correct? Was that
Kind
correct?
of. So what happened was probably around 2012 when DJing was sort of like the in thing. Like
The peak.
everyone
It was the
like
peak.
it was like peak that time. Like EDM was coming into the scene, dubstep, Skrillex, all that sort of stuff. And we were just eating that stuff up. We loved it so much.
It was so good.
We thought to ourselves, okay, you know what? Let's actually give this a try. And a couple of other people along with myself. So Lawrence, another guest that comes on this show every now and then, he or like all of us got together and we're like, all right, let's get this USB DJ controller. And it was like the most
Portable. It was a portable thing. I still
a
remember
portable
that
thing,
one.
yeah. It looked so dodgy, right? It doesn't look legit or anything. Just plugs into your laptop and then you can sort of DJ on it. Yeah, that thing was like the start, right? That was the start.
I remember. I think it just had like a volume control and like a turntable.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
like
Yeah,
you could
that's
just
it, yeah.
that's all
That's about it. It had nothing else. It just had like the play and stop.
yeah,
That's it.
yeah. Oh, I think it had the sync button as well.
Oh, that'd have been amazing if it did.
It had the sync button. So, yeah, you could imagine us when we press that sync button. We're like, oh, because
Mate, that sync button comes in handy so much.
but you shouldn't do it now.
No.
No, just saying that. Just putting that out there.
See, back then we had no idea what was happening. Like I got into it through you guys. So basically, like when you guys started DJing and stuff, it kind of got me hooked onto it as well. We had our own kind of genres and things we were doing. Like you're doing more like EDM and all that stuff, and Lawrence was more everyday kind of music. Like so, when I mean everyday, I mean like pop, R&B, bit of EDM here
top
and there,
40
kind of
stuff,
top 40s
and
kind of things. And whilst me, I was doing more like remixes, like more like. But like, cause I was on doing a lot of Indian parties and stuff, so a lot of Bollywood remixes and stuff, and mashing it with
live drums,
live drums exactly, and then Western culture and stuff. So pretty much we all come from all different kind of backgrounds and kind of things like that. But like, I think our thing started back in ART.
Yeah, that's when it got to like the business sort of mindset. Because like before it was just like for fun
and
games.
Like, and then you guys went on to start DJ, and then I went on with my mate going to weddings and parties and stuff like that. So basically, you guys were like, how was Star DJ? Like, what was that all about?
Oh, mate, it's a company that was started up by my high school classmate Morel, and it's just blown up ever since he started it. Because now I'm pretty sure it's in every state in Australia.
Oh man, that's
so
cool.
Yeah, like it's grown really like massively, and yeah, they do everything from like they organize the photo booths and like. You know, DJ, lights, everything to make your party like awesome, right?
Because they do like a package hire stuff.
Yeah. And it was good. It was good. Like it was a good experience working for them for a while. And actually, sometimes you would even get opportunities to do like actual club gigs, but I wasn't actually able to do any of those. Like I was so close to doing a gig at the Ivy.
Oh, that'd have been so good.
But because I don't have much experience with an actual like turntable, like I use a USB controller.
Yeah.
So I turned it down, unfortunately, and I was like, It
was the thing, and then you had some. Were you mainly just getting gigs through Star DJ, or
most of the time, and then other times through word of mouth.
You did a lot of ART parties.
I did do ART parties as well, which is good. That was the college that we both studied at.
Yeah, and then I remember it was the three of us will just be behind the DJ table and just play like Lawrence will be there scratching the turntable. and then I'll just quickly come in and be like, "Hey, Josh, drop this music."
Yeah.
And then just go back.
That time as well, I was not having any alcohol at that time.
Yeah, no.
So
That was a good time. Like
Yeah.
we were all. I remember one time we weren't even drinking, and we were just like all peaking as well. Like,
Yeah.
'cause like it was so good. Like the three of us would just be like jumping and dancing, and everyone else was just sitting and doing nothing. Us three were just like behind the table.
They had no energy, right?
Nah.
It
was just us.
they loved the music. They loved the music. They just didn't do anything.
do anything. And then like you were syncing up all the music and fading them in and out, and then chopping and changing, and I was there going, "Hey, Josh, play this one, play this one." And then Lawrence is there doing scratching on the turntable and stuff. Oh, mate, it was. You know
Those
what?
were some good times.
I wish we got a gig where all three of us could just go do it. We never had that opportunity with the three of us.
Yes.
The three of us could. It was either one. Actually,
Like even now,
we've never done it like together as well. Like it's always been individual. Like we've always done it individually. Kind of things. Like even, like I think I saw Lawrence the other day DJing well, he wasn't DJing. He was more like MCing a wedding kind of thing. It wasn't DJ. It was more like the MC. Now with me, man, like ever since COVID happened, my thing just went downhill. Like I haven't, because Indian weddings, mate, from like September all the way till like April, May is just wedding season, and it's just fully booked. And then sometimes the person that I was working with was a family friend of mine, and he would get DJ gigs and he would offer them to me, and he'll be like, "Hey, this is just a wedding. Here's the playlist and stuff. Go play." So I'll do weddings and stuff. I'll have the playlist. I'll play good money and stuff. Can you do like, "Hey man, can you do the reception and stuff?" "Yeah man, I'll do the reception." Like he would give me, like I had my own equipment as well, but like he would give me his speakers and stuff because he had better quality speakers than I did. That was my experience, was just basically he was just passing everything on to me. Like, and then, but mainly it was just me and that guy would go together and would do a wedding or a party or a reception together, where we'll just take turns, like, because I used to play the drums and stuff, and so this thing, it's called the dhol. It's like a Punjab drum. Like you guys will see it like Indian weddings and stuff. So I used to play that, and then he would drop some mad bangers, and like not even Bollywood songs, just like normal regular songs, and then I'll be playing to it. And then we'll swap, and then I'll start remixing some like Western songs into Bollywood and stuff like that. It would sound mad. It was good. Like that's how I picked it up and stuff. And then I got some tips from you guys as well, like watching you guys, how you guys do it, and incorporate what you guys were doing into my skill sets. And it was pretty cool. Like you never did events, did you? Did you do any events? You did some events.
I did.
Didn't you? Yeah, you did quite a few.
Yeah, there was the Parramatta Winterlight Festival.
Yeah, that's right. Right.
That was probably one of the bigger events that we did.
Yeah. So how was those kind of events compared to like a regular house party that you
like a house party or like a birthday or a wedding?
Yeah.
So first, like just putting this out there, the weddings paid more.
Oh yeah, no, 100% weddings paid more.
Yeah,
I'm telling you from my experience as well. Like,
yeah.
Like weddings paid a lot more than birthdays did.
Yeah,
and like, especially if you package it up, because with Indian weddings, it's either you have the wedding one day, and then you have the reception the day after or a week after, and normally they'll just package everything into that.
Right.
Plus, on top of that, the good thing was I remember I made so much money from this one wedding where I was DJing, wasn't DJing, sort of was like the MC and DJ sort of at their house for like the pre-wedding rituals and stuff. So like 3 days of that, plus the wedding, plus the reception, which was the day after. So like five days worth of gigs and stuff. I think I got paid like around $3,000.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah.
I got paid $3,000 for 5 days worth of work, which is not bad, man. Like,
not bad at all.
Can't complain. But
exactly.
Weddings 100% pay more, especially like, I'm just gonna throw it out here. Don't want to be rude or anything like that, but like, especially if they're from India, Like they just throw money at you. Like
Yeah,
literally,
I
they
can
throw
imagine.
money.
But that reminds me of a story because I've got another Indian friend that used to DJ a lot. Basically, there was a time when he was DJing and they all just wanted him to play like Bollywood music or Punjabi music, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't want to just play the same thing on a loop. But that's what they love. They love it.
that.
They
love
love
that.
it.
Like
And-
you play one song, and then you play another song, and then another one, and then you go back to the first one that you played.
Yeah, exactly, and they want to keep it going. Like they'll
That's
just
how
keep
it
it going.
is. Yeah.
And apparently, because he used to do it in India as well, like it was worse there because they literally get a sword and like put it up to your neck, just like you better keep playing this music
Yeah.
because we've got a sword here, and you know.
Nah, over here it was mad because what they'll do is like you do a mad drop, and then they'll come out with money and start throwing the money at you.
Yeah.
And you're like collecting like $50 bills and stuff, right? You get
It's a
paid.
tip. It's a tip.
It's a tip, exactly. Like I remember one time, because when I was playing the drums, right? When I play the drum entrance, it's only like legit like 15 minutes.
Right.
Like
yeah.
it's just I play the drums from when the groom arrives to the hall, and I play it until he steps out of the car. They do their little hug meet with the bride's parents and stuff, and then I'll play the groom inside the hall, but not to the stage. Just at the front entrance.
And then you just
So
put the
I just
drum
wait.
down. Yeah.
I just wait, and then they'll do their prayer and ritual.
Yeah.
And then once that's over, that's when I play the drums for them to go from the entrance of the hall to inside the hall to the stage and stuff, wherever the ceremony is going to happen.
Yep.
That's normally about 10 minutes max, right? No longer than that. That's when they go crazy, man. At that time, they go crazy. So this wedding that I went to, when I was playing the drums, there was like men and women just coming and shoving money into my, like, because my drums got rope around it, and so they were putting rope, they were like tucking money into the rope,
Right.
so it doesn't fly off. Yeah. And then they'll put some in my pockets and stuff, and I'm playing. Mind you, I'm still playing.
Yeah.
And these guys are like doing all this shit. I'm like,
hey, take my money.
Yeah. And so I charged them $400 that day. I ended up walking.
You should have put a fee on for them to give you money.
No.
It's like, if you want to give me money, you have to pay me money.
So that day, I charged them $400. Instead of walking away with $400, I walked away with $1,600.
Oh man,
I made $1,200 in just tips.
Right.
Anyways, back to the thing. So
So the events themselves, like they're a bit more. It depends on what it is, but sometimes it's a bit less obvious of what you've got to do.
Yeah.
Because it's like a big like community event, right? So you basically rock up to this event and there's like people everywhere. You don't actually know where you have to go or who you have to see. you just look for the stage. It's like, all right, maybe we're playing from there.
Yeah.
And then you find like whoever, like maybe someone wearing like a high vis vest or something, and
like
then
a
they'll take you.
coordinator or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they'll just lead you to it. And then feel like you get worse equipment to work with. Because usually, like these,
especially if you're not bringing your own, especially if you're using what they provide, then man, it is the worst thing ever.
Yeah, it just really depends on what they have as well. Like, I mean, for Parramatta Council, they got whatever they've got really. So you bring like your DJ set. In the end, you're bringing less equipment, which is good.
It's a benefit.
It's a benefit. Like it's less carrying of things. So you just have to bring your DJ set, and then obviously they've got their speakers there already. Versus like an actual wedding or a party, you've got to bring all that stuff yourself, like
You
the
have to
lighting.
supply your own kind of.
But depending on venue as well.
Yeah.
So
In my scenes, like I did a few events and stuff. Like these were just like fundraising events. I went with my mate, the one that always takes me around everywhere, to the weddings and stuff. So we did 3 events together, 1 in a boat and 2 in a hall kind of thing. Completely different events on each of them. one event was the Valentine Day event. Next one was sort of like a fundraiser for something else. And then there was they called it the Desi night, which was a boat one. So out of all of them, the best one was the boat one due to the fact that it was a younger crowd.
Right.
Whilst with the other ones, there was a bit of an older crowd and they don't tend to like get up and dance and vibe and shit. You would just get a group of people that would get up, but they're like, you know, it's like embarrassing and stuff. But like,
Yeah.
compared to house parties were pretty much the same thing. Formal list that you have to go off. Like, same with house
Gotta,
parties.
like, read the crowd and stuff.
Yeah, you kind of read the crowd, you go with it. Same with a house party. You read the crowd, go with it. Less emceeing in a house party because it's just more music and just
Chill. Yeah.
and chill and stuff. And then I remember I did this house party for a 13-year-old kid. Man, it was the worst ever. It was the worst ever.
Let's go on that for a sec, because I was about to ask you, what is the weirdest party you've DJ'd?
A 13-year-old's birthday.
Yeah, okay, yeah. 'Cause I was going to say a 14-year-old's birthday.
Yeah,
I was like, why are these kids getting DJs?
Yeah, same.
Why?
Same. Like it was the worst thing ever. As in, like, man, I had my remixes, I had my playlist all good to go. I was playing some mad bangers and stuff. But these kids, they don't. I realized they weren't into the music that I was playing. Mind you, they were like, if people our age were there, oh, bro, the dance floor would be lit.
Yeah. On that note, actually, was that the weirdest party you've DJ'd or the worst?
Worst.
Okay, so what's the weirdest?
Actually, that was the weirdest party I've ever DJ'd,
Okay,
the 13-year-old.
Yeah.
The worst one was this wedding reception where I went to where there was nothing organized. From
And it's a wedding as well.
wedding reception. So mind you, this whole time I've been telling them, hey guys, give me your entrance music. This is like months ahead.
Yeah.
Give me your entrance music. Give me this, give me that, give me that. Nothing. Even days out from the event, guys, I need this. Nothing.
Yeah.
Up until the event, nothing. The MC was horrible. Have you seen those British radio talkback shows where they'll play the music and they'll fade it in and then they'll fade it out and then they'll start talking and you can still hear the music in the background and then they'll fade it back in.
Yeah.
And then they'll fade it back out and then they'll start talking again and then they're talking on top of the music pretty much.
Yeah.
Like every time they talk, the music goes like you can
quiet.
still hear the music, but it got quiet. This guy wanted me to do that. I was
Right.
like, wait, what?
And you found that out on the day.
Yeah. He's like, can you play this song? I go, I don't have this song. You should have told me this before. Mind you, no reception. I didn't have that good reception there because I was using my phone. Unorganized. They had 2 dance items. They gave me 1 song for the dance item. And then when the second one came up and I'm just looking, I'm like, what the hell? And they're looking at me. They're like, can you play? And I'm like, I don't have it.
Yeah.
Can you give me the song?
Yeah, this
they're
is
like-
why you respond when I message you like
Exactly.
3 months in advance.
And I call you and I've been speaking to you guys for so long. And then they go, oh, it's the same song that we played, that we did at the house pre-wedding event. And I go, I didn't DJ that. That was not me. That was someone else that did that stuff for you. I'm your wedding reception DJ.
Oh.
And then, oh, mate, that was the worst. But ask Michael. Michael went with me. So Michael Garofalo, one of our other mates, he went with me to this 13-year-old birthday party. It was the worst. I don't know if it was 13 or 16. One of
It
those
was the
ages.
weirdest.
It was the weirdest because I'm there playing mad bangers, but nobody's getting up and dancing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm throwing in single ladies, and this is like back. Not
Yeah.
when single ladies
What's
was
that other
popular,
one?
like-
Hotline Bling was pretty big
yeah,
back then.
yeah,
Yeah.
Single ladies, Hotline Bling, playing some mad Eminem, Rihanna, all these mad pop and R&B bangers with some EDM here and there. No one.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one. These guys aren't even doing anything. And then the parents are coming out, oh, play some Nevada, play this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm
Wow.
like,
What about
I'm like, I got a playlist. The guy gave me a playlist of songs that he wanted.
yeah.
I downloaded every single song that he wanted. It was like 2 pages worth of songs. Downloaded every single song. And so I'm like, all right, I know where to play this. I know where to play that. Like, this was my first non-Indian DJing gig. Because normally it's all been Indian DJing gigs, or if I have my non-Indian DJing gig, it's always with my mate. So this is the first time I was doing it solo. He had some mad songs in there. I started playing some. A few girls got up, start dancing, and the guys joined. And then I'm playing these mad songs. These guys burnt out in like 5 minutes, like 2 songs in, and they're already dead. They don't want to get up and dance anymore.
Yeah.
And then the parents are like, "Can you play this? Can you play that? Play this?" And I started playing that, and the guy comes up to me and goes, "I didn't tell you to play this stuff." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, I didn't tell you to play this stuff. Play the thing off my list." I'm like, "Bro, I'm playing it. No one's getting up. No one's doing stuff." He goes, "Yeah, we're socializing." And I go, "Whatever, man." I'm like, I've only got like an hour left. I'm not going to stay longer than this. I don't have that long left. Bro, these guys are like, can you play Kanye West, N in Paradise? N in Paris, sorry.
Oh, that happened to me as well.
Yeah, can you play that? And I'm
At
like,
the 14-year-old party that I did.
Same,
It's exactly the same.
Same.
Exactly the same.
Can you play this? Can you play this? I'm like, there's parents here. I can't play this.
Yeah.
I can't play this.
Yeah.
And the guy was forcing me to play it, so I played it. And they're like, play it again, play it again, play it again. I played it like 4 times in a row. I'm like, these guys, what? And then as soon as it hit 10 o'clock, bang, packed my stuff, see you later. They're like, "Oh, can you stay longer?" Nah, sorry.
Nah.
You paid me till 10.
Are you paying me?
You paid me
Double
till
time?
10. Thanks, mate. See you later. Bye.
Yeah.
I packed up so quick. It was not funny, man. I was out of there. But yeah, what about you, man? What was your experience?
Yeah, so
The weirdest one?
basically my weirdest one was the 14-year-old party. It was pretty much exactly the same as that. Had a couple of other incidents that happened on that night. So one funny thing that happened on that night was like the whole family was there, and it was in some like community hall in like Leichhardt or something.
Oh my God.
So you can imagine the building was quite old.
Yeah.
And so anyways, I'm like DJing there. We set up the whole place with like all these lights and everything around it and made it look pretty good.
Yeah.
I had this one massive light bar in front of my DJ desk.
Yeah.
So it was just like this bar of light in front of me. So anyway, I'm playing all this music. The kids are hardly dancing. They're just standing there talking to each other. And then they got me to play that song you talked about, and then that got them dancing.
Yeah, that was the only thing that got them dancing.
A couple of other songs, like meme kind of songs, got them dancing. And then so they're all walking around. They're all having like soft drink because they can't have alcohol because they're underage.
Yeah.
And then there's like fairy bread and whatnot. And then this one, I think the birthday girl's grandma was like,
oh my God, it was a birthday girl.
The grandma was like walking around, and she really felt for me, like, oh man, you must be like, what? You must be so tired.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. I'm gonna get you some food and some water.
Yeah.
So she walks off, goes to the kitchen, grabs me like this mad plate of food and water, and as she's bringing it to me, she kicks the light on the floor.
Oh no.
All right, she kicks the light on the floor because she didn't see it.
Yeah.
The whole power in the entire room shuts off.
Oh, great.
So all the lights went off, and it's just a room full of kids screaming, trying to figure out what just happened to the power. So everyone's just like running around. The dad's like, "Oh, what happened? What happened?" And so they had to like flick something back on the fuse.
Yeah. And
then after that, when all the lights and everything came back on, it was just as if nothing happened. Like everyone's just like, "Oh, yeah, let's get back into it." It's like, what? Okay, let's just pretend that did not happen.
Man, we've got some mad stories on these.
Yeah, so that's one of the weirdest ones. Worst one is probably...
It had to be one ART event.
No, those were actually all right.
That was actually good because we made them better.
Yeah.
We made it better. Because the three of us, we were going crazy. We were just having so much fun.
And there wasn't too much restrictions on it.
Nah, which was good.
Probably the worst one, I would say, was probably this 50th birthday for some lady.
I remember you telling me.
In the North Beaches.
I remember you telling me this. I remember this.
I had a lift to this party, right? I set it up, and oh man, it was... I think everyone in that party was Caucasian.
I remember.
Yeah, that was an interesting party, all right. And Lawrence shows up towards the end of the night to give me a hand because that was bad, man. That was so bad.
Well, they just wanted to play that Nutbush song, like on repeat.
Yeah, it's just they wanted all these old songs, and I like those songs, but they were just so very vague on what music they wanted. It's just, yeah, it was not good at all, and they were all complaining, right?
Yeah.
Until they got drunk.
That's
right?
when it started.
Here's the thing, right? They were having they would not leave me alone. They were just like, oh, what music is this? What music is that? That was not on the list. And I'm like, it's on the list. You gave me this list. After they had a couple of drinks, they were loving it. We even played a couple songs twice.
Yeah.
And they didn't want us to leave. Mm-hmm. You know, we did our 4 or 5 hours. They wanted us to keep playing, and we're like, nah, sorry, we can't do this. And they're like, oh, please, oh, you got to stay.
Nah, not getting you paid for it, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Funny story on that, actually. So you know how I do graphic design as well, right?
Yeah.
I was working for another education company at that time. When
yeah. It was yeah. We won't name it, but yeah. I remember now. Yeah. Yeah.
I was doing so I had to go to that party because I was booked in for it, right?
Yeah.
But I also had work due for that education company because I was freelancing for them.
Yeah.
So while I'm DJing, I had Photoshop open on the other screen. And I'm like, I'm mixing, and then I had like my hand on the mouse trying to do some like designs, and the manager of that school was calling me up like, oh man, is this design done yet? Like, can you send that through? And I'm like, what? I can't hear you. Got my DJs. He's probably like, what is all that noise going on?
Sorry, what?
So don't worry, it'll be done. And then so anyways,
I'll finish it off. I promise.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
Man, we had some crazy DJing adventures and stories and stuff like that. So compared to what we were using as DJ music then versus now, how do you reckon we'll go? Compared to what was being released when we were there DJing compared to now.
So the music we were listening to then versus now has changed so much, man. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore.
Like, it's dramatically changed.
Dramatically changed.
Like, I've got this. Okay, let me just open up my Spotify. I got a Spotify mix called Drive Mix.
Yeah.
So this is my one playlist that I have for like everything.
Yeah.
Because I can't be bothered making new ones and shit. Because just to go over a few of the songs: Blinding Lights, Maroon 5, Memories, Head and Heart, Bed, Save Your Tears, Ain't It Different, Looking for Me, Ice Cream, Hymn for the Weekend, A Sky Full of Stars, Lonely Together.
Yep. So as you're going down, the dates are getting older, right?
Getting older.
Yeah.
So, Young, Dumb and Broke, Silence, East Side, Beautiful People, Pray For Me, and then here we go, Heroes by Alesso and Tove Lo.
Okay. So
Do you remember that?
So
Heroes,
already we're seeing like a massive change.
Don't You Worry, Child.
Oh yeah, wow.
Greyhound.
Okay. Yeah.
Miami to Ibiza.
Yeah.
One, Where Are You Now? Memories by David Guetta and Kid Cudi.
Oh wow, that's a throwback.
I know. Wake Me Up. Levels.
Oh, here we go.
The Way I Are. Clarity. Bad by David Guetta and Showtek. If I Lose Myself. Young and Beautiful, Lana Del Rey, Cedric Gervais remix. Summertime Sadness.
Whoa.
Silhouettes. Blessed. Seek Bromance. Wild Ones. Club Can't Handle Me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Are You With Me? Lost Frequency. Like these songs, as you can see, I have some newer ones in there as well, but like these were bangers. The ones that I just listed was like,
yeah, and
but I haven't even. I've got so many more. I just don't want to go ramble through them. But like you could see the jumps that was happening there.
Yeah, it was a time jump.
It was a mad time jump. It went from like 2020 to 2010.
Yeah, and just like the contrast between the music that came out then versus now is just ridiculous. Like it's just completely different.
Exactly.
Although, like, so here's the thing that I've been noticing, right? Actually, like going back to what your question was, could I manage DJing now with the new music? I think so, because I've been trying to, as much as possible, keep up with the trends.
I think what I mean See, when we say DJing, we have a different perspective of DJing compared to then versus now. For us, then DJing was remixing songs and mashing them up together, and trying to make them work together.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. Like, so pretty much, you'll have one song playing, and then you try to mash it into another song, and then that song will start playing.
Yeah.
Right? And then it was just mainly we're going genre to genre to genre to genre. So it was going like we'll start with EDM and then we'll continue with EDM until there's a song, there's an EDM song with lyrics, and then we'll combine that with like R&B, like a faster R&B, a faster hip hop, a pop song, and then go from there. Today I think it will just be not more remixing songs together, but it'll be more like playing one hit after the other, after the other, after the other. Basically,
definitely.
Just like
TikTok.
just like TikTok kind of style. So basically, play Blinding Lights. Before Blinding Lights finish, play another song, and then just fade it over into that song.
Yeah, it would be like less DJ work and more like...
Just do you remember my DJ deck that I had? That it had a cheat code on it, and because it had that little fade slider. You don't have to do anything. You just have to move that slider and just fade the song into for you. That's pretty much what DJing is going to be like these days, I think.
Yeah. Although I'm planning to do like a DJ stream on Twitch sometime soon, and I'm gonna take the elements of like old style DJing with the new songs and see how that goes. So
looking forward to seeing that, man. Like, it's gonna be killer. Can't wait.
Thanks.
I'm actually like keen to see.
I think Lawrence might be DJing as well. So yeah, sounds good.
I wish I could join. I don't have anything. I've sold all my stuff, man. I got zero DJ equipments left. I gave everything away.
Zero.
Yeah. And So I wanna talk about these songs here. You've specifically said Head and Heart and Girl Next Door. What did you mean by those songs?
So, well, I wrote this down on a little document that we're going through, and so basically, I feel like there's two kinds of songs that are just currently being played on the radio right now.
Yep.
So, so currently the pop music that's been on radio these days they all sound the same. So, you've either got like the sound. So if you know a song called Head and Heart by Joel Corey and Menek. Yeah,
Menek. Love that song, man. That's such a banger of a song.
Like, yeah, it's got like this sort of deep house vibe. You know, like a chilled, but also kind of like hopeful-ish.
Yeah,
like there's a bit of a bounce to it.
Bit energetic here and there.
Yeah. So those are the kind of songs that I'm hearing nowadays. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, most artists are putting a song out that sounds like that song.
Very similar to that song.
Very similar to that style. Even the drops, all the drops sound the same.
Like Ed Sheeran's new song, Bad Habits. Very similar vibes. Very similar vibes.
That's another example, exactly.
Yeah.
And if it's not like that style, it's like a sort of like a rappy punk kind of style.
Slow jam.
Like a rappy sort of punk kind of thing. So like these rap artists now, they're
with
kind
like
of like
drum sets.
They're getting the drum sets in.
Yeah.
They're getting like they're getting that skater accent in. They're like, from California, and then like they'll like auto tune themselves and all that. And it's like, okay,
sort of like a mixture. Have you heard of the new song with Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, Stay? It's sort of a mixture. It's like a mixture.
It's a mixture of like hip hop and punk, like pop punk.
Yeah.
And even like, you know who else is doing it? Even like Avril Lavigne now is doing it.
Really?
Yeah, Avril Lavigne is like doing these songs with like these
I haven't heard any of her new songs
hip hop artists, or like they try to rap on like the rock beats and stuff. And I'm like, yeah. So what I've been noticing is people are like nowadays they're either getting bored of that, or they're throwing back to the early 2000s and
or 10s.
Yeah, 2010s or even the 90s, like arguably in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So you're seeing now a lot more people getting into like alternative music, rock music, which is just not, it's different. And I'm actually encouraging it, because otherwise you're going to be literally, sort of listening to the same thing over and over again. And it's going to get boring.
It just becomes repetitive, and
It's
it's
going to be
just,
stale.
yeah.
And I think that's good because now people are getting an actual genuine appreciation for like proper like instruments and stuff, like not just
Yeah.
like DJ equipments and like, you know, blending songs together. Like people are actually trying to do more. Like they're trying to put guitars in, they're trying to put like drums, like real drums
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. So it's exciting to see this change, I think.
Yeah, oh, it's perfect. It sounds like songs these days like
Like there you go, even Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo.
oh
Like,
my god, that girl needs to like
she just needs to calm down, right?
she needs to calm down
but
so much.
like in saying that, like that is the prime example.
See,
like
this song right here, Begging.
yeah,
2010 song. It's only big because of TikTok.
yeah, and that's where this whole generation is going now.
TikTok songs. That's what David Guetta did with his new song with I think it was Sia that he released. I forgot what it was called. He released it on TikTok.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was like, look, check this out. Olivia Rodrigo has okay, I thought it was in the top 10. But look at the name, Trader. Oh my god. And Good For You. It's like, okay, we get it. You're not over this person. Oh my god, Deja, how many?
Yeah, literally. I mean, like even like Astronaut in the Ocean. These,
That's a good song. But that's been played to like death.
but like yeah. So like, Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo is another example of, you know, an artist that was primarily putting out like sort of R&B, sort of soul-y, something like pop music, and she's totally done a 180 and putting out this song that sounds like a 2000s rock song, like a Paramore song, you know?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And I'm like,
100%.
look, good for them. I want more people to get into more music. That's what I want to see. Yeah, like if
Come up with your own kind of.
yeah, and like the current state of the radio, like honestly,
Yeah.
they need to
Stop playing, like,
The
stop
same-
repeating music.
yeah.
You know what songs, like, got a good vibe to it? Rasputin.
Oh, Rasputin. Oh, man.
Rasputin.
That's gonna be in my live set.
The just the remix of it. It's
Yeah.
I like it. It's really good. It's good.
I didn't know that was.
Holy crap! Olivia
a different
Rodrigo in the top 50 has already like 6 songs.
I think her whole album might be in the top
Top 50, yeah.
Yeah, but look, there's another one.
There's another one.
Guys, we're just he's sharing his screen right now. So,
So-
there you go again. It's her entire album is in the charts.
There, it's the entire album is in
Literally.
the charts.
Literally. Wow, we've been talking about music for the last hour.
Yeah,
This has been a very refreshing topic.
it has. It's been really
yeah.
good. Head and Heart. I love. I don't know why. This is my number one song for some reason. This song, like whenever I hear it, it just gets me pumped and
Gets you in the
gets me in the mood.
yeah, in the
But-
mood. Yeah, I was about to say.
But
Who even
That's-
is that? Who's 24K Golden?
oh my god, this guy, every single song like Pop Smoke and all that, they sound exactly the same. I can't tell the difference. Half the time, I can't even tell the difference.
This is the thing. This is the thing. And look, you'll find if you go back to old music now, you'll enjoy it so much better. Like if you go to like your old like 2010 music, I'm talking like stuff that you listened to a lot back then, but then kind of forgot. Like
Okay.
think about like artists like Adele, Rolling in the Deep, or like Birds of Tokyo, even like the Aussie band Birds of Tokyo.
Yeah.
Like the stuff that they were dropping back
Do you remember
then.
this song? Dancing on My Own,
Oh man, that one.
Rolling in the Deep. Look at that Formation, Beyonce. This is 2010s. This is like the 2010s.
Yeah.
Runaway, Kanye West, man. Thank You Next was around that time.
What? No.
What?
Oh wow, that
Okay.
shows we're getting quite old.
I think this is just like
Hotline Bling. See, there
yeah.
you go.
There we go.
There you go.
Royals.
She's got a new song apparently.
Yeah,
Lord.
she's dropping like a whole thing. Old Town Road.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we should just wrap it up for there. I think we've been going on for a bit. And
Yeah.
Josh, man, where could they find you?
Well, look, because I've got my DJ stream coming up soon, I would highly encourage you guys to check out twitch.tv/SquishyJoshy. But yeah, you can find me on all socials at SquishyJoshy, and on Instagram it's at @squishy_Joshy.
Yeah, guys, and you can find our podcast and everything on Linktree/Mad About Pop. And yeah, I think that'll do for us today. And I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was really, really refreshing, different topic. And yeah, we'll hope to catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
Yep. See you guys.